Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, the Oh So and So. I hope you're having an awesome day. So I decided that I was going to pick out 10 to 15 things that are my favorite things to collect and pick up at auctions, antiques, thrift stores, estate sales, and so on. So, first thing, I've been collecting for quite some time. And when I started collecting, I got, some of your starter basic stuff, But now, since I'm older, I collect things a little different, okay? So I have so many things that I love to collect. It's really hard to pick through this house what are some of my favorite things. But one for sure, without a doubt, would be coverlets. Coverlets are absolutely beautiful. Okay, these are pieces of coverlets. Okay, I mean, you don't always have to buy a whole piece of coverlet because they can run anywhere from $200 to $300 depending on the condition and the pattern. But these are just, like this one. This was just a piece that I rolled up nice and neat and put under some Crocs. Just nice and neat, and showed it this way so you never would know that it was a small piece. So that's one of the things. And they come in so many patterns. Now to me, that speaks antiques. Love it. The next thing that I do collect are quilts, but I only like certain kinds of quilts. I like the two colors, the off-white and the red, because I love red, and I like them all to be hand-stitched. So one of the ones I got at an estate sale back in the summer is this one. Look how pretty. And I saw it on a bed across the room, and my heart just went like, oh, can I get over there before somebody gets it? And of course I grab it, I hold on to it, and while I'm holding on to it, I inspect it. I make sure that it is hand sewn. I look at the back, and you can see the hand stitch. Okay, so I absolutely love quilts. I have for a long time. I decided one time I was going to make my own quilt, and it was called the Cathedral Ceiling. And my husband's grandmother was going to show me how. She showed me how to cut it out and how to sew it and everything. And it's these squares that are about like this. So when you finish that one square and then your other squares and you put them together, your quilt is finished. Well, I got through about maybe 3 of those, and I said, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm just going to buy my quilts. So that's how come I do not make my own quilts. Okay, so now the next thing that I absolutely love to collect is children's toys. And it's not because I didn't have plenty to play with when I was little. It's just there's something about the fascination about the toys. And I love the tin. Look, how cute. This one's so funny. This was Tim's. But now look, how neat is that? Now I've got several sizes of these. They come in all different sizes. This one's a bigger. But the nice thing about these, I think this one cost me, let's see if I kept the sticker on it. Sometimes I do that, but I didn't do it on this one. But I think I got this one for like $1.50. And I have used it in the middle of my table. I've displayed all kinds of stuff on it. So, but I really, really like the old kids' toys. And with that, I've recently started to collect the old bears. Now, I love the old bears. They're very fragile. But these are the old bears. Look at that sweet face. You can tell that this one has the old straw in the bottom. So cute. This one is sweet also. Very delicate. And I even kept the tag from that. So this is what the tag says. It is a no-hair bear. Shoe button eyes. Those were the shoe button eyes. And this little guy, they're very expensive, but I've gotten to the point now where I'm upgrading some of my collection. So this little guy was $1.95. But how cute is he? Look at that. Sitting on some books. So cute. Alrighty. Now, another one of my recent collections. And I started collecting this maybe just 2 years ago. But I have this awesome friend in Dade City, Florida. And if you ever get a chance to go, look up Antiques on 7th. Antiques on 7th, I think it is. She's in Dade City. There's not that many antique shops there, and she's the only primitive person there. So I started collecting stone fruit. Now this little thing is heavy. You don't think it is, but it's heavy. And what it is, it's marble. It's old marble. Let's see if I can find one that you can see. Oh, here's one. You can see the marbling in it. I know, I need to paint my fingernails, but I've been so busy. Now, they come in all kinds of fruit. For my birthday, she gave me the grapes. Now, these are being reproduced, but I definitely like just the old ones. Okay. Just the old ones. She found me the cherries. And you can definitely see the marble in that. Do you see it? Okay. So, the stone fruit is definitely up there. And it's heavy. Okay. Another thing that I like to collect is the papers. Because I used to do a lot of collage. And I would use papers like this. Now this one dates back to 1907. I use it upstairs on one of my desks just to kind of put there. And I think what intrigues me the most about some of the paper goods is the way they wrote. I mean, how beautiful is that? I mean, how beautiful. Not only with these things that I like to collect, but the old pictures, old black and white pictures. I don't know what it is. I've done so many different collages with these. Matter of fact, I took this size and I put them in a frame, and I have them side by side. And then I even did another row, and they're so pretty. I don't know. They just, you think about, look at her. You think about her dress. Was it comfortable? Was it uncomfortable? I don't know. But I love all that. And of course, books. But I like the smaller books also. I mean, I have a bunch of books. Don't get me wrong. But the smaller books, I really like. This is probably like maybe 5.5 inches. This is maybe 4.5. And then, of course, red. You know, you got to have the red ones. So I like books also. And then, of course, the oil lamps. I love oil lamps. Different kinds of oil lamps. I like the small ones, the one that has the different globes. I even have one that's about that small. I got this not very long ago at an estate sale, and I found 2 of them. And so this is like the copper. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how beautiful is that? Here's another one. Bring it up so you can see it. This was so neat. And my friend in Dade City, I sent her a picture of this because I'm just like, I know it's a lantern, but do you know anything about it? So look. This is different, right? And she told me that, yes, it was a lantern, but this would have been something that, if you were on a skating rink, this would be something that you would carry. When I thought, wow, how cool is that? So cool. Alrighty. And the next thing, old laundry room stuff. I am so into that. Now, I have collected so much of this stuff. And you can buy it at your antique shops, flea markets, just about everywhere. You just have to keep your eyes open. Here's the soap, starch. Love it. And hopefully you've been watching my channel and you'll see my laundry room. But this is definitely one of the things that I like to collect. Okay, so now and then the clothespins from the laundry room. Look at these. Everyone is shaped a little different. Now, I don't know about you. I have hung clothes out on the line before. You know, because it's something about that fresh smell. But now, these, I believe, would be a chore. Look at that. This one was hand carved. You know, this is like, this one's like 6 inches. That was 5. Some of the ones that are newer are, like 3.5. But I think those are so cool. And these make a great collage too. You can put them in a frame and put them up like that. if you wanted to put that in your laundry room. Okay, and another thing, old candles holders. I like this one, and it's hollow. But I think this is a newer one, but I like the shape of it. And then, of course, we've got these. We've got this one. They come in all shapes and sizes. This one has a little lift here where you can, if your candle is long, you can push that down, stick it in there. If you have a little short candle, you know, you could bring this up, okay? I like those. And then, you know, they're all different kinds, okay? Something that I also like collecting is darners. This is where you would mend like socks. You know, this would go in the toe of a sock. So you got your sock that goes on top of that, and then you can take and do your mending, okay? So they come in different shapes. You know, they're wood. Some of them are painted. And I found this one at a yard sale. I saw it across the way, but it's plastic. And so one of my friends, I was at her shop, and she asked me, she said, "Susan, do you know what this is?" And I looked at it, and I looked at it, and I said, "It's a darner." She says, "Yes, it is. This is also a darner, but these are for gloves, to where if you have a glove and you need to push that up and, you know, sew the end, because if you have a little hole on your mittens or gloves." So that's one thing. I definitely like children's shoes. It's one of those cute and unique ways of decorating an area. And some of these I got at Billy Phillips General Store in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. Okay? He has some of the coolest little shoes. So cool. I got this one at an estate sale. Little cowboy boots. Now, how cute is that? I had to clean them up. They'd been sitting out in the barn, and they had like mildew and stuff like that on them. So I cleaned on them. And then I also like the little high top shoes. Look at this. Look at this. Can you imagine the child that wore these? I mean, if you look at them, they're kind of comfortable. They would support your ankle. But how neat are these? Now, the price. The little boots, I think I got them for $4. These, did I keep the tag on them? I kept the tag on them. I got them for $40. So they're all different, you know, they're all different prices. These, did I keep a tag on those? But I'm sure they were like $35. Okay. This one was a little bit more because the high tops are more expensive. But it's just all of where you find them. I think I got this pair for $55 at an antique shop here in Lebanon, which is awesome. It is Antiques on 231. It's just right off the Interstate 40, and that's where I have my booth. So maybe if you're ever in the area, go in there and look around. They've got a little bit of everything. Little bit of everything. Okay, so now I like leather purses. I don't know why, but I do. I like the old leather purses. I like the little change purses. Look at this little change purse that's leather. It's so cute. And these make a great collage on your wall. Because then I was thinking, you know, what did that lady have in her purse back then? You know, I'm sure she didn't carry very much change, because look at the little change purse that's inside. Oh, okay. You never know what you're going to find. These aren't real. Don't worry. These are, look, you could tell these needed to be repaired. But I have been known to take the pearls and drape them out of the purses with maybe a handkerchief or a doily. So, but you could just decorate them. On and on and on and on. Another thing that I love collecting, and if you have watched my channel before, you'll see the laundry room. And this is one of them that's in the laundry room, the little calico. I mean, look, see through it. But, you know, little girls back then, you know. And I kept the tag on this one because I said I need to start doing that. And this is a girl's pink calico blouse. And it was marked for $95 at Billy Phillips General Store in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. I think you guys will absolutely love that place. I also like the blues. This one I even kept the tag. It was $195. Now the old blue ones, they're old. So I am very careful about how I take care of these. When I get them, I do not wash them. You can, you know, lightly wipe, but I usually just don't touch them. Usually when I get them out of an antique shop, I'm hoping that they're already cleaned up. Now here's another one. This is a longer little dress. I mean, it's not that long. It's probably like for a child that's maybe 8, maybe 7 or 8, you know, depending. And then I kept the tag inside of this one also. And that is $195. So, you know, collecting gets expensive. Okay, so now, another thing that I love collecting, which it is the rage now, is the old clocks. Now, I'm kind of picky about which kind I purchase. Look at these bottoms. Look at that. How neat is that? You know? I mean, yeah, you've got your Big Bens, and this is a different kind, but this is almost like one. You know, this bottom part is plastic, but these are metal. That's a nice thing. And they kind of come in different shapes. I mean, look at that. You know, you put all these together in a cabinet. How cool is that? Now, I was so fortunate other day when I was at an antique shop. You know, when you walk through and you look and, you know, I have decided when you go to an antique shop, don't have one thing on your mind, because then you miss everything. So I was just looking around, and out of the corner of my eye, I see a clock, and it is blue. I'm like, oh my goodness. I put this in my bedroom because I have a little blue in there. But this was not bad. It was just $10. Do I keep all the tags on everything? Sometimes, because, you know, I never know when I'm going to get tired of it, or if I'm going to rearrange and it just doesn't work out, or like say for this, you know, this lamp, you know, I'm like, okay, I've got so many of them. I'll get rid of this one. I didn't keep the tag on it, but I'm kind of starting to do that a little bit more. Okay, now, the last thing is small sewing baskets. And I know you guys have seen these. And I have seen them in antique shops. But I usually don't buy them at antique shops. I look at them at flea markets and yard sales and junk stores, because a lot of times they don't know what they have. But I've seen this one for $35. And I'm like, I like it. I'm not sure if I would pay $35 for it. But, you know, everybody collects certain things, and, you know, sometimes when we moved here, I had put some of these in this way so you can kind of combine some of your areas. And I also like the little baskets. You know, I have baskets all over my house. This is like a little Longaberger basket. It has a date of 95 on it. But look how small. And then I like the little mini ones. I have a little shelf that has 3 little rows with different kinds of the little small baskets. And then sometimes I get the baskets and then I put more baskets inside. This one, back in, let's see if I can see it, 1988. I took a basket class, and this was the one. I made 3, but I made this one. Fun. It was so much fun. I even made sure I signed it and dated it. Don't forget to do that on your handmade items, okay? So, but I have a challenge for you. This is something that my husband and I did when that pandemic kind of put the halt on everything. And we were in the house for like a solid month. I mean, we didn't go anywhere. We had our groceries delivered. And so I decided one day when I was fixing breakfast, I said, you know what? I said, Todd, let's do this challenge. I said, let's go around the house and see how many baskets that I have collected. No matter if it was small, you know, big, large, whatever. And to my husband's surprise, I had over 100 baskets, which baskets are perfect. They're great. So if you ever get a chance, after you watch this video, you hit the like and the subscribe and that little bell. Get a piece of paper and walk around your house and count how many baskets you have. You'll probably be totally amazed. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've liked it. I hope you've learned something. I definitely learn every day, and I hope we all learn something every day. Alrighty guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Have a great day. Bye.